Let's discuss.
Hey everyone, it's Rachel back again with another video, and today I will be checking out Throne's new track, which is called Guilt. Throne is a band that is relatively new. They put out one EP, which has caught a ton of traction, and rightfully so. It is fantastic. Personally has stayed on repeat for me since it dropped, so I'm of course extremely keen to see a new track from them. I will link the music video I'll be using in the reaction portion of this, as well as all of the band's social media, promotional links in the description. Other than that, I'm going to stop talking and we are going to get straight into it.
I can't forgive myself for the things I've done. It's like every bad decision I made has led me to this point. Guess it's all my fault that I've run into a man I hate, and I'm all alone. This excessive guilt is making me feel sick.
Unsurprisingly, just these animals.
Give me a break.
Ooh, that bass. Throne, Guilt, let's discuss. Starting right off with a crazy sounding lead, and then from there it does what it does. Buster is just on a completely different level, I think, not just talking about drumming production standpoint. I've talked about this a lot on the channel at this point. Buster works with a lot of the bands that I really enjoy, and was one of the first producers I was really able to identify the sound of as I started understanding more about what that even means. There was a long time of me listening to music where I had no idea. Obviously, there's a good amount of research you can do. I am no producer myself, but Buster was a person who helped me be able to kind of identify certain things, which was big for me. But with every project that he is either in or works with, he is able to just express their sound so well. If you look like, I did a video recently where I was talking about Buster, and it was on the most recent Humanity's Last Breath track, and I was saying that if you listen to Alt or Elision, those are bands that Buster works with where the style is, identifiable. You can hear that Buster's touch has been added to it, but those bands very much have their own sound that they're able to express with, like this track, every moment from a production standpoint, doing exactly what it is supposed to do. The moments where the bass comes through and takes the stage, you have just the hardest hitting mix that I've heard in a while. I think Throne is one of those bands for me that just has like that low-tuned, pissed-off sound, but when it comes to the lyrics, sometimes it's a bit different than other stuff that I listen to like that. I think Distinguisher would be in the same vein, but sometimes I'm listening to like the aggressive call-outs, you know, you're a bitch type of breakdown call-out, whereas this takes a much different approach, and like the lyrical content of this song is really heavy also, a completely different type of heavy, but then you look at the vocals and the emotion in them and the ability to convey that and match it with the instrumentals, to me is something that sticks out a lot. Like hearing lines, and like you could take any of the Throne tracks that are out so far and pick various lines that are just incredibly heavy emotionally, and they're matched up delivery-wise, instrumentation-wise, vocally, perfectly with what is being expressed through the words. That for me is a big thing with Throne. It's like when you're able to relate, I think, on a certain level to lyrics like that and hear it done in this sort of manner that kind of acknowledges your frustration, your anger and stuff, yet has things that really stick out from a musical standpoint as well, talking about the production, talking about that first lead, some of the guitar work just being that heavy, like fight riffs in a different context than I feel I'm usually using that for on the channel. Throne is in their own lane with them, I think. I associate a certain type of a chord progression, I think, with Throne. Maybe you can picture that, and it goes, I know this is like a 2.5 minute song or so, so I don't want to spend like a crazy amount more than the length of the song talking about it, but it's just very well polished, it's pissed, it's lyrically really on top of heavy music, ass beater bands for me. I'm not gonna say heavy is like such an open invitation to like everything I listen to, but when it comes to like the straight up ass beaters, Distinguisher, Throne, they just include some lyricism that really resonates with me. This is no different. It sounds, you know, I think with the EP they laid out some really strong groundwork, caught a lot of traction. This should continue them straight on the same path they've been on. They haven't strayed from their sound, but they're still sounding killer. There are a few things in this track that feel a bit different, but overall it's what I'm looking for from Throne. Let me know what you thought in the comments. I will link the video that I used in the reaction portion of this, as well as all of the band's social media in the description of this video. You can also find my link tree there, which will have the invite for the Discord server, my Patreon, my Twitch channel. The Discord server is where the community is based for my YouTube channel. A bunch of music lovers in there having both music related and unrelated to music conversation. So if you're interested in coming to join and check out the community, that will be there. Patreon, I offer various different things all listed out in the tiers. We do monthly live streams, we do monthly recaps, I do polls on there for what's coming up on my Twitch streams, a lot of different stuff, all, like I said, listed out in the tiers. And then Twitch, I'm working on nailing down my schedule, everything I'm doing there, so if you're interested in being notified when I do go live and all of that, that will be there as well. As always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.